it's me, Rhia Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. We have been really busy as per usual, and so today the focus is downstairs. It is just getting really cluttery and messy, and there's just not an area that I can see in my vicinity that doesn't have something that doesn't belong there. So that's the plan. We're just gonna do like a whole reset, refresh, clean, declutter of the downstairs, and just get it all nice. We're gonna hit the living room, we're gonna work in the kitchen. I need to clean the bathroom and like tidy up the mudroom, things like that. Plus I am feeling my sweet tooth is quite aggressively loud today. So I think we might make some cookies too. There's always reason for cookies. So that's the plan. We're gonna clean up downstairs, we're gonna be motivated, we're gonna get everything done, we're gonna stay positive and just knock things off the list. Not a ton of stuff, just your straightforward dishwasher, toilets, carpet, surfaces, that kind of stuff. So we should be able to be efficient, and I'm very much looking forward to being able to just sit and eat a cookie when it's done. I'm so excited. Also, it is gorgeous out. I will show you the way the sun is coming in right now. Holy cow, it's the most beautiful thing. Let me show you. Do you see that? It's so beautiful. Don't look at the mess. Ignore the mess. Just look at the beautiful sunbeams. That sunshine, oh, it brings me joy. As much as I want us to even get just 5 seconds of snow here in Oregon, that sunshine coming in through these back kitchen windows, it just makes my heart sing. Oh, I love it so much. But thanks for hanging out with me. If you're new here, I am so glad that you found me. I hope you'll all stick around. I typically upload Tuesdays and Saturdays, and we do stuff like this where we clean and we chat and we organize. There's decorating sometimes, which is always fun. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up, it really helps me out, and I would love to consider you as one of my very close friends, as I consider all of you fellow subscribers. You mean the world to me, and those who aren't subscribed too. If you hang out with me, I really appreciate it. But let's do it. Let's get things done. Gary has a lot of energy today, so hopefully we survive it. He just has been jumping out of nowhere. Just like, you know, like those flying squirrels. They just, you know, that's Gary. That's Gary. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's do it. Let's get started. Leave a comment if my shirt means anything to you. It's Chilton, Hartford, Connecticut. Subscribe if you get the reference. Subscribe if you don't, you'll learn. Let's clean. I'm so excited to make cookies. Okay, so it's not terrible. Sorry, the lighting is odd because the sun is literally in my house. Look how bright it is. I love it. The kitchen needs to be taken care of. The kitchen nook, well, I said it already, everywhere. So I think actually I'm gonna change things up and we're gonna start in the living room. I normally start at the dishwasher, but because I don't wanna start there today, we're gonna start in the living room. There's not a ton to do. We just need to tidy things up. I wanna vacuum and just get it all nice and cozy so that I can sit and watch a show and eat a cookie later. Show. Do you get it? Do you get it yet? Okay, let's clean up the living room.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you call?
Don't attack me. Ah!
Think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all. But why didn't you call?
In theory, the stair basket's awesome. In practice, it's kind of the bane of my existence. Gary! So is Gary. Stair basket is empty. There is a spot upstairs on the landing where I can very easily throw things into any of the bedrooms upstairs. And when I empty the stair basket, that is often what I do. And that is what I did. So I did my part for the stair basket. Now everybody else just needs to do theirs. But we're working on the living room here. It has been very busy. Gary has been very busy. He's really crazy. He gets the Zoomy, like he's on a schedule. I definitely know, okay, we're getting into Zoomy time with Gary. But he's just getting so big, and I'm really trying to be careful so that he doesn't think that my skin is a toy. But sometimes it's really, really hard to get him to stop attacking me. And I know it's a phase, but I did read that it's 18 months before they start to calm down. And this dude's 5 months old. So it's the long haul. It's like when I had my babies, and 18 months was roughly when they started actually sleeping through the night. I literally am waiting for that again with the cat. But he's getting so much bigger. Don't his ears look a lot darker? I know that that's a thing, that their markings get darker as they get bigger. And I'm excited to see what man Gary is going to look like. Because right now he's just a little man Gary. But he's been having a lot of growth spurts. He's huge. But I love him so much. And now we're going to make a Gary burrito. Gary's an aggressive dude. I love him so much though. We are finishing up in the living room. I'm just getting things vacuumed up here. I've had a lot of issues with my Dyson. There was a very long stretch of time where the battery was dying and I could only vacuum for a few minutes at a time. A lot of you were here with me for that. We got through it, replaced the battery, replaced the button. And now the button attaches the long attachment here, the thing that I'm using attached to the main part. I'm really sorry, I'm not good at describing things with actual words. The button fell off, the red button that clips in, and we have all the pieces for it. We can put it back, but it won't stay. So thankfully the attachment will stay in there while I'm vacuuming, but it's this Dyson, man, I'm ready to be done with that flippin' Dyson. It's making me mad, but it does do a good job vacuuming. So, and it still technically vacuums, and I will continue to use it because I don't know, I don't want to try to pick out a new vacuum right now. But I am now in the kitchen nook. We are getting things wiped down. We had pancakes over the weekend, so there is a good amount of syrup just still stuck to the table. So I'm going to get that all wiped off, and I'm just going to apologize now. I'm wiping the table, and then as I put the basket back, I look up and realize that the light is very dusty. And so then I dust the light. But don't worry, I do go over the table a little bit again, but I know the proper order would have been to dust the light first. So I'm sorry if this really hurts your heart. And I did honestly think about switching the order when I was editing, but that wouldn't have been the honest thing to do. But me doing it in the wrong order is very much a Rhia thing to do. So honestly, it shouldn't surprise you.
Sleeping through the edges of my soul. It's getting harder. It was never under my control.
Okay, so we're just looking for the positives. The table and the light are clean. We're not going to think about the order that I did it in. But now we are going to take the collection of Gary toys, get them all picked up, hope that we survive it. He seems to not be super happy about me touching his stuff, but I managed to survive it. So I'm going to finish picking up all of these toys, and then we are going to hit the kitchen. Let me know down in the comments what you have going on. I absolutely love hearing from you. Also, if you have any tips on how to keep Gary from trying to make me fall down the stairs, they would be very much appreciated.
Like a body of water. Sleeping through the edges of my soul.
Okay, so living room is clean. Gary is distracted playing with toys there. We've got the living room tidied up. We've tidied up the kitchen nook here, so we're gonna start tackling the kitchen. I'm gonna preheat the oven, and while the oven preheats, we're gonna tackle the dishes and everything, and then we'll make some cookies and wipe down the counters. We're gonna do just like my standard chocolate chip cookie recipe, which I will type out and share with you. I think I've done it a couple of times and people have asked for it, but I just keep forgetting because I have the whole thing memorized. I don't even have to think half the time, and I'll have to think to type it out, and who wants to do that? But I do want to share that. I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to do a brown butter chocolate chip cookie. It's one of Connor's favorites, is the brown butter, and it just sounds really good. And I don't have enough thawed butter, so this will be a nice way without having to soften anymore, and it just makes it taste a little bit more rich. And it's been a while since I made it, so we'll do that. Preheat the oven, unload the dishwasher, get that squared away, and then we'll make some cookies.
Small city thinking, I get why you left. Small-minded people sure know how to trick. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes you made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to ugly cry in my favorite dress. So what were you thinking then when you kissed your lips? Now I'm kinda glad you did, 'cause now you adore me. Adore me. Go ahead now. Adore me. Adore me. Little did I know she wanted you alone. I thought she was over you, but I guess I was wrong. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes you made. I wish that I had, 'cause now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to
I'm finishing getting things washed up. We had the crock pot. I used it the night before and left it in the sink to soak, but I forgot to put the Dawn power wash in. So thankfully it works so fast that it's like it soaked overnight anyways. And I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to like spray stuff and leave it on there like the Dawn power wash, because it's designed to act as if you let it soak overnight, but you didn't. But I mean, that's kind of the global excuse, right? When you don't want to do the dishes, is that it needs to soak. So Dawn's kind of taking that away from us, but it's still a really good product, so I'm not mad about it. But I'm gonna wash up the crock pot. My sink had recently been cleaned, so I just need to rinse it out. I feel like I'm always washing my sink with you guys, but it didn't need a big deep clean because it wasn't that bad. So we'll rinse it out, and I'll have like an additional 30 seconds of time because I didn't scrub the sink out. Okay, here are our ingredients for the cookies. This is just your standard chocolate chip cookie. It is nothing fancy. I like to think they are because they're really good and they're my cookies, but in all reality, I can't imagine they're that different from like chocolate chip bag recipes. Anyways, it's sugars, more brown sugar than regular sugar. Gary's super excited. Flour, I've got baking soda and baking powder, vanilla, eggs, butter. You need to get just a little bit more out, and it calls for a cup of butter. When I'm not using the brown butter, I just do regular whole cup of butter and get it nice and fluffy, but I'm gonna do half brown butter, so we'll brown half of this, obviously, and then just do regular butter for the rest. Salt, and then you measure with your heart. Choose your own adventure on the amount of chocolate chips. But let's get the brown butter going on the stove and get the mixture out and get it going. Okay, so I make these more complicated by browning the butter, but it does just give it like a nice, more rich flavor. So doing a little brown butter in your cookies, you can even do like an all brown butter cookie. That is also good. But once the brown butter is browned, I do put it in a dish and stick it in the refrigerator to kind of help it cool, but I always move too fast. So it's still pretty hot when I put it into the cookie mixture, but I just try to be really careful and make sure that the paddle is moving. I fluffed up the other butter that wasn't browned. I've got my sugars in here and I'm pouring in basically lava butter still because again, went too fast, but see, it's okay. Not everything melted. I kept it moving. I kept air flowing, so we were fine. But then you add your eggs, your vanilla, you get all of your wet ingredients mixed. And then while I have everything fluffing up, I measure out my dry ingredients, which it's 3 cups flour and then 3/4 teaspoon both baking soda and baking powder, and then just some salt. I use salted butter, so like if you're using unsalted butter, I would put like a whole teaspoon in. But because I use salted butter, I put like a 1/4 teaspoon salt in. But I get all my dry ingredients mixed in, and then I just add chocolate chips to my heart's content. Give it a quick mix. I do have to hold the mixer down though, because she jumps around. This KitchenAid definitely likes to dance. So I do have to hold it steady because I'm worried it's gonna jump off the counter. But once that's all mixed in, I like to use a cookie scoop and the Silpat mats, but you don't have to. I used to just use a big spoon and scoop it up and just kind of roll it into balls. So, do whatever you can do. And then I bake them. And then they end up delicious treats. Oh, I'm so excited for those cookies. Okay, so our cookies are in the oven. I'm just gonna go wipe down all of the counters in here. I do have a Grove box that I need to unpack, so I'll show you what I got in there. But otherwise, it's just wiping off the counters. We'll vacuum up all of the hard floors and then hit the powder bath and just keep going from there. Those cookies are gonna be so good. I'm so excited.
Seems like you've been busy since you went away. I'm just flipping through your pictures, I can tell you look more than okay. Think I need help to feel as happy as you. Could you tell me what I'm supposed to do without you? It's like I'm just seeing empty faces staring from across the room, when all I want is to get out of here and back to you. On my way home, I'll stop at your window.
So I have honestly been trying to revive that plant, and it's been a struggle. That's the plant that was on the piano, and I did a pretty okay job of keeping it going for a long time, and then there just became a moment where the plant just decided, look, we can't do this anymore. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to save it, but I'm trying. We'll see. If you have any suggestions, I would love that. I don't know what kind of plant it is, but it's supposed to stand up straight and it doesn't anymore. So it's kind of a big bummer and I feel kind of bad. I'm not good at plants. I honestly don't know how the snake plants in my kitchen are surviving because they are real. And they're in real danger too because they live with me. So whoops. I am not good at plants, but my human children and my cat are thriving. So I do have some strengths, but I'm getting the stove wiped down here. I just used the Myers. I didn't need to do a big deep clean on here either, but I've been vacuuming all of the crumbs off. I find that it makes it a lot easier, and I have a tendency of getting like the crumbs stuck in the little gas things there. So using my little handheld vacuum is very, very helpful. And I did hear that the crumbs can like scratch the surface of your stove so that it's smarter to vacuum it up. So there you go. That's my tip of the day that I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere. But it is nice. And that little handheld vacuum is awesome. I'll link it in the description. They look so good. Give them a couple minutes. Pull them off the pan. Oh, they look so good. Forgot to put a paper towel in. Ugh.
It's like I'm just seeing empty faces staring from across the room, when all I want is to get out of here and back to you. On my way home, I'll stop at your window. I should've known how much it hurts when you used to love somebody. When you used to love somebody. When you used to love
lifetime, but we made it. I'm back, Wilson.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way.
Well, I'm just kind of cleaning up the hot chocolate bar here for Valentine's Day. I do have some fun heart marshmallows that I want to restock the little marshmallow jar. The kids will be really, really excited. I got these at Home Goods and they actually taste pretty good, but we're almost done with these parts of the counters. Then we'll hit the island. I'll show you my Grove box and then we will vacuum up all the hard floors. And then all we really have left to do is clean up the little half bathroom and then we get to eat the cookies, which is very exciting.
Keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems and all of my problems and
So I like Grove. I don't get tons and tons of stuff from them, but like most of our hand soap, like the free and clear stuff and my dish soap that I use, I get from there. I like their squeegees. I use this in our shower upstairs and I get the kids Band-Aids from there as well. We just really like the wellies. They're kind of bougie, but they're just too fun. So we get wellies and I doubled down because we were like completely out of Band-Aids. So I got 2 of the packs here that have the different shapes and everything. And this one actually has a couple patterns that we've never tried before. And there's like little paws on it for animals. Oh, they're so cute. I also get all of our sponges from Grove. I'm not like affiliated with Grove. I'm just a fan, so I'm showing you what I get from them. I could be though. I get their walnut scrubber sponges. I love these, and they're just white and beige. I love a good beige moment. I got more Band-Aids. Honestly, I don't have a good reason. I just really like the welly Band-Aids and we were completely out. So I really stocked up hard. I like to have their lavender soap. I like to use this when I take showers at night. It's an oatmeal bar soap, the Rooted lavender soap bar. I love this soap so much. And then this was an experiment, Wonder Belly. Just sometimes I get kind of bloated, as one does. So I got these bloat and gas relief. It's just my tummy gets bloated. Does that happen to you? Sometimes that happens when I eat gluten, but I like gluten. I tried to go gluten-free. There's a lot of really good gluten-free options, but I really like gluten. But that's my Grove order. Band-Aids and sponges. And gas pills. Bloat pills. I've never had gas a day in my life. This book, Grave Talk, it's pretty good. A little predictable, but like, it's good. Unless you're triggered by like losing a spouse or like losing a family member, then I don't know. This could be helpful or it could be triggering, but it's Grave Talk by Nick Spalding. It's pretty good. Pretty good book. I have resolved to get back into reading. I joined a book club. Big deal. I used to be in a bunch of them and now I'm in one again and I'm very excited, and I even got a Kindle. So leave your suggestions down in the comments. Let me know what some of your favorites are. Who are some of your favorite authors? I do not discriminate. I love fiction. I actually really love nonfiction. I've been known to read manuals, cookbooks, whatever. So let me know, what do you like to read? I'm really excited for the Kindle.
Maybe I need a break.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why
Let's back in the book.
into this bitter taste. I think I'll let it be. In the quiet of the night, my head's going so loud. It sounds just like a party. Thoughts spin around like shadows
Well, the Dyson is holding up. I'm finding tons of Gary toys as I'm vacuuming, but I'm almost done. All we have to do is hit the bathroom and then it's cookie time. I'm honestly very happy that the Dyson is still holding it together. But not gonna lie, I'm still annoyed that that button fell off. Okay, so pretty much everything is done. The cookies are out of the oven. We got all of the dough cooked, and I'm really excited to eat them. So I'm gonna clean up the bathroom really quick and then eat a cookie. Well, I keep all of the supplies that I need to clean the bathroom here in the bathroom, especially with my kids. It makes it just really easy for them to tidy things up. So I always keep like the wipes, the sanitizing wipes in all of the bathrooms. Plus I keep glass cleaner in here as well in the powder bath. Upstairs I don't, and I don't know why, honestly. I think it's just because I don't have enough bottles of it, and I'm trying to use up this Method glass cleaner. I don't like it. Don't recommend the Blue Method glass cleaner. Not my favorite. It's pretty streaky, but I'm trying to use it up because I don't want to waste it. But I've got my good friend Gary here. He is helping to clean the toilet. I find he gets really curious, and if I just let him sniff something, he's satisfied. So I didn't like let him lick that. I just let him sniff the toilet brush. That's all he did. He's crazy, but he's not like gross, although he's putting his paws on the toilet. But if I'm being honest, I mean, I keep it pretty clean. It's not that bad. Though I do live with boys, so I guess it could be gross, but Gary's fine. It's fine. We're just going to forget that he put his paws on that. And now I'm cleaning it, so it's fine also. But I'm almost done cleaning the toilet. And then I've got just some fun little rugs that I want to show you. I've got, I think, a solution to help with like the litter issue, because Gary's completely bonkers and he just makes the worst mess in this bathroom, and it's the one that the guests use. So I'm trying to just kind of troubleshoot some stuff to make it a little better. But look at him. He's such a good helper. He's so messy though. Okay, so this guy is very messy in the litter robot. First, highly recommend the litter robot for like smell, ease of not having to scoop or do much of anything. Downside is if you have a very curious cat, at least in my experience, they're very interested in how the litter robot works and like, what is it doing with my hard work kind of situation. So he will like constantly jump in and out when it starts a cycle, and it's got all these safety features in it. So it'll stop and it'll text me and say, hey, litter robot was temporarily interrupted, and it's because Gary's playing in it. Gary's trying to figure out how it works. Gary is far smarter than I was told he was going to be. So highly recommend the litter robot. Highly recommended Gary, honestly. The two combined, a little stressful, but still overall more positives than negatives. That being said, he tracks a lot of litter out of said litter robot. And so we have like the little mat that comes with it, and I would pick it up, but litter would just fall right out of it. So I'll show it to you in a second. But I found these things on Amazon. They're PFABs, but they're washable ones, and they look like rugs. Hold on. It comes in a pack of 2, and they're just these little rugs. And they have like little grippies on the back, but they're washable. And my idea was that I would put it under this situation, and he would track a little bit less of the litter all the way out of the bathroom, and in hopes like this would catch a little bit more. So we're gonna vacuum up all of the litter on the floor and then lay this down, and hopefully Gary will get dumber as he gets older.
Sometimes when I'm thinking about us, before we got lost and we parted, back to back we would carry on, and we'd do anything what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight. This time we're not safe and sound. Not faith and
Treating it like a rug for the bathroom. And honestly, with 3 men living in the house, it's probably a really good idea. 'Cause boys are gross. 4 men. Look at this man. I love you. Mwah. I don't like how it looks. Just want to try it a different way. Okay, here is what I ended up doing. And Gary is showing us an example of why I needed to do it. Thanks, man. Dude, stop. Why you gotta be like that? Come on, Gary. Yeah, see, now he's just gonna play with it. Oh my gosh, he's lucky. He's so cute. The bathroom's done. I just need to put that stuff away. Well, my friends, that is everything that I have for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I so appreciate it. We were productive. The downstairs looks great. We have cookies. We have a cool pee pad in the bathroom now for Gary to destroy. Just a lot got done today. I hope that you were also able to be productive. I hope that you're doing well. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed. Continue to hang out with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.